Ooh, and I've just started it just like a little while ago, and I'm already seeing the face emerging from out of the darkness. Do you see it? Let me turn a little bit of light onto it. Let me see a little bit better. Whoa, okay. All right, part two. Well, kind of part two. Part one, or just a continuation of what I was doing earlier, which is showing you how to do finger painting portraits. So I started doing it a little while ago, but I thought, you know what, I'll do it something separate so you see it as something separate, okay? So that way you can see. So I had somebody contact me, and I said, "Can I do your portrait?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I've been working on it just like a little while ago, and I thought, well, I should just actually move it to its own sequence so that you can see. So I started as a negative background. So I did, since he's wearing black, I have started with the background first, so you can see all the backgrounds kind of getting filled in. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. And I've got his little bit of his face started, but I'm going to start the background too. So I'm going to just lift up this a little bit so you can see. All right, good stuff. Yeah, if you ever want to find out more about me, please check out my website, kimoverholt.com. That's right there. And, ooh, I'll leave that up there at the top there so you can kind of see and have reference to it if you ever want to see my website too and see all the other cool and awesome, wonderful things that I do on a regular basis, I must say. See my website too and see all the other cool and awesome, wonderful things that I do on a regular basis, I must say. Because I am awesome on a regular basis. Okay, sorry, I'm silly. All right, so welcome everybody to Kim Overholt's Art and Entertainment Studio. I am Kim Overholt, your artist with all the toasts, and I am your host with all the toasts, and I am your artist with all the great ideas for you to get yourself creative and get there on your own too, because you can do this. You can do art, and I'm showing you. This is a portrait that I'm doing, finger painting, and I like said I started a little earlier, and I'm just going to start doing a little bit more detail now. But I wanted to kind of keep it separate from the original one I was doing earlier that had to do with cartooning. So cartooning is separate from portraits. So I want to keep it separate too. So let me just show you. Mm-mm-mm. He said, take your time with it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to make it like I did a nice James Dean previously, and it turned out fantastic finger painting. And like I know he's into James Dean too, so I'm sure he's going to love what I got in mind. So I'm just doing the basic start okay, so his neck and his jawline there, as you can see something emerging from the background, right? But I'm also going to actually work a little bit on that background too, because the background is actually lighter than he is. So, and then it just shows you that you don't have to. You can start with a black background, and you can make it into whatever you want it to be. You can add color into it afterwards, and this is a great thing. I used to be a photographer too. I took it in college. I took it in high school, and I also used to watch Bob Ross, and he always said, Keep your backgrounds interesting." And so I always like to do that too when I'm doing any kind of art. I always like to keep everything kind of interesting and a little different from everybody else, because who wants to be like everybody else? I don't even like everybody. You know what I mean? So why should I be like everybody else, right? So exactly. So this is what I have for you. I have something very special to give to you so that you can do this too. You can do this. I just show you how much magic I can give you, because I used to be a magician's assistant, and I can do that kind of thing. I know all the secrets. Hopefully I don't get to. Well, this is my own illusions, if you will, my own illusion of grandeur. Oh, well, the picture that I references kind of disappeared for a second. Let me just. Oop. Gotta make sure I got a new phone. I don't want to get any. Oh, see what happens. I have to make sure I have at least one finger clean, because my other finger's gonna get dirty, and I do my bio touch with my finger. Get paint on it before I'm done with it. I'm thinking, oh, he's so cute. And you can look at the T shape for sure. blend it kind of. You can't have it all in one like bright color there. You gotta kind of blend it a bit. The light is like over in this direction over here, so put a little bit more. It's always important to know where your light is, your light source. He has it coming from all different angles, but there's a little bit more in the front right here. So I'm gonna just put a little bit more white here. I love the one of James Dean that I did because it has his the light angle is actually hitting in a strange angle, but it turned out so awesome. It really did. What you want to see it? Okay, hold on a second. I'll show you. Just down for a second. I'll show you my James Dean if I can find it quickly. Oh no, that's my Brad Pitt. Nope. Yeah, Brad Pitt. Leave him alone already. Okay. Oh, there he is. There's my James Dean. How about this? How about that, eh? That turned out so awesome. That was so stoked. I love that picture. I really do. This one's going to turn out fantastic. And like I say, at the end, I'm going to add maybe some color to it. There's going to be some colors going on. It's going to be like the male Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. It's going to be put up and people are going to look at it and say, who did that? The other artistic genius, Kim Overholt. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm a genius because word gets around, I get into trouble. I'm not that smart, really. I'm not that smart. Convince myself, right? Nobody's gonna take me as serious. I'm not serious at all. I'm a serious artist, but I'm not serious. I love just the whole thing of doing it. I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? I love to do it. I love to do art. There we go. So you guys can see there's a face emerging from out of the background. And as it goes, I'm going to add a little bit of black and we're going to do a little bit back and forth. This cheek is actually, let's see. And see, it's almost like doing pastels too, because you blend it. You blend it as you go, kind of thing. So, oh, he's got some pretty eyes. Oh. Anyways. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancer in my hand. Okay, so obviously I gotta work a little bit on this because, and I have to lower, I have to either stand up a little bit or lower it because I have to back away and take a look at it. I'm going to have to also take some black. So this is where I kind of, yeah, it looks okay for now, but I know I have to, I'm just looking at it and I'm going to have to go back over it with some other. I should ask him what his favorite color is. That's what I should do. Maybe I'll do that. Mine's orange, of course. You know why I like orange? People are always like, why orange? It's such a bright color. Yes, it's a bright color. That's part of the reason I like it, because it's bright. The second reason I like orange is because orange is, you can't rhyme with orange. Third thing is it's not just the color. You can taste orange. You can smell orange. You know what I mean? You know when somebody says orange, you know, even your mouth starts to salivate when you think of the word orange, right? Yeah, so that's why I love the word orange, and orange because it is very much so. Okay, so I'm going to continue here. I just noticed he's very blonde. He's so cute. So I'm going to just put little streaks in his hair too, to show like his hair is light, it's not dark, just to show that where he does have light coming. His hair is. so pretty. Oh my gosh. It really is. You see? You see? Can you see this? This is awesome. I don't try. Sometimes it's like it just happens. It's just like, wow. I don't have to do anything. The thing just does it itself. It's like, wow. I'm just here to follow the flow. That's all I'm here to do. It shows me. Art chose me. Yeah, that's right. Just like Michael. Michael says, art chose me. It's true. Sometimes you go through life and you're trying to figure out what it is, and along the way, you just happen to be good at something, and that's what it is. I like to think that I'm a good artist, but I know that there are better ones out there as well. But, yeah. So he's got a beard, and I might have to just because it's kind of goes with that. Right? I'm kind of doing it from a picture reference, right? So as I'm building, like I say, it's almost like pastels. But the great thing about paint and pastel difference is that paint will stick. Pastel, you blow on it and it goes everywhere. Bone structure. If you know the person's bone structure, you can see where the light falls on his cheekbones. Say there, see a cheekbone there. You can see how it's developing, right? You can see it coming out from out of the darkness, and his ears coming, and then and go back over and fix it, of course. Ooh, I didn't go back over that. There we go. So I fix as I go along too. But as you can tell, the facial structure is coming. So he's from Germany, I think. Could be a cousin, you know? Yeah, no. There's a little bit of my family is part Dutch, German, something. I'm part English. I'm like mudblood. I got a little bit of everything, right? So um, people say that they can see I have a little bit of Irish in me too. It's like, okay, definitely cute. I can't stress enough. Well, that's also so cute. Just a cutie pie. I love cuties. I'm a cutie myself, right? All right. Follow a lot of people on Art in Canada, and you see people posting all the time. It's great to see people posting on there, and I'll be posting this soon too. I hope that this turns out nicely. It's so far so good. Um, sometimes you have to watch when you're doing the the paint just in case it's not completely dry and you end up you can smudge it and move it around into something else. Looking beautiful. All right. So again, I kind of have to stand up and look at it too because I can see that because of my angle where I'm sitting, it's not, it's taken on the angle of, let's see, let me see. Because here it goes, you can see the top of his head. It goes to like there, right? So you just catch the top. And it comes down. Okay, so there's that. And there's, oh, okay, so when I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I got all the white into a spot where I'm kind of happy with it, I go with the black and go back over it again. But I still have a few spots that I have to kind of. So cool. This is like the picture itself is like a really cool picture. I just hope I do it justice. You know, the great thing too is you can keep going over it again. The acrylic paint is very forgiving. I always tell stories about how I started painting and I hated using acrylic paints until you learn how what works with them and eventually you you understand them. I guess it's a basic understanding of how it goes with acrylic paint. Ooh, there we go. Looking good. Okay, so that's a good spot. Let's see. He's, that's his hair there. So he's wearing a turtleneck. So, so now is the chance where I'm going to switch over to using black. So we've used white, and now I'm going to go use my black, and then I'll go back over again with some white. So obviously you can see a little white in there. So whenever you're going to if you're going to eat or whatever, you're going to be using your hands later on. Make sure you wash your hands. Just wash your hands, okay? Even in life, just wash your hands. You know how I've stayed not catching anything for the last 2 years? I wash my hands. I wash my hands. I see so many people that come into stores and they give you dirty money. It's like, wash your hands. Anyways, okay, so when you're done with this, and I'm fine with the way it is right now, I'm not doing anything. So I'm going to dip in to my black now and just go out back over areas where I can maybe fix and make it a little more precise. So watch. Okay, so starting at the ear here, just go like that, and then it comes down. Oop. And let's say it's about 6 inch. I when I do reference to what angles are it, I always usually refer to the face of clock. So 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, that kind of thing. And well, other way around, other way around. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And that way I have reference. Okay. The great thing about this too, which is the kind of neat of doing a portrait, is like it feels like you almost get to touch the face. I love when I did the James Dean touching James Dean's face. It's like wow, very cool. So I like this idea. Okay, so yeah, kind of comes in there. And like again, I'll go back over things to make it look right. Okay, so it goes down here. His hair actually a little bit more this way. Looks good. Okay, so yeah, a little bit here. Use my other finger if I start to go. Oops, I know he's got some stray hairs that come down. How's that look? Looks good, right? Okay, the more. That's the difference between using brushes and using your fingers. Sometimes your fingers catch things that the paintbrush can't. Hmm? Ooh-wee, baby. Let me tell you. I get to touch people. They don't even know. I don't even know. I touched Miles Davis. This is so cool. And you guys, doing this is not hard either. It's as you play with the idea. Oops, oops. Go back over and fix that too. Okay. And if this doesn't work, I'll try and do it like a portrait, like a pencil portrait. But I love how this is turning out so far. And what time is it? It's only 11, so it's like me just starting to show you something else at 11 o'clock. So yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so I have to refer to his hairline again. And it goes so far. What do you think? Okay, so his hairline kind of goes like that, and that kind of goes like. Okay, okay. Fucking, oh, pardon me, sexy. Sorry, not meant for kids anyway. So what I can do here is I'll just go back over with a little bit of white and go in between to make it look like here there too, and a little bit that there, and that's awesome. There we go. You can see it's starting to come. Okay, see this? Look at what I'm doing. It's friggin' amazing. It's like even just been a half an hour and I'm already like that. You can see the face. It's coming. It looks phenomenal. Okay, so phenomenal. He's got a beard. This is the fun part. The beard kind of goes in the ground right there. You can always go back over it afterwards. Lighten it up kind of thing. But it just touches the edge of there too. So I still have to be by filling it in nicely. No difference. Okay. Yeah, I have all kinds of ideas going through my head as I'm thinking about this. Oh my gosh. Excellent. I'm so glad how this is turning out. Some hair right here too. So, and over here, it's dark over here. It's coming along nicely. I love it. All right. Now, a little bit of shadows to get us going here. There's some shadow over here. Yeah, I just, when I do that, I take a little black, but I kind of smush it into my finger so it isn't black, black, black. It's actually got a little bit of a smudge to it. And then to kind of go into one area and kind of darken it a bit. Just stand up here again. Spot right there, a little bit. It takes a lot of like looking back and forth to kind of like make sure you're getting the angles right. And okay, it's right. Okay, so that's right. Okay. A little bit there, right? A little bit there. Okay. Oh, so exciting! I'm so glad this is turning out so the way I was hoping it would. Okay. Okay, that's that. Dark there. Okay, good. Crazy, man. All right, so he's got a beard. And I might go back over it again How about that? Oh, that's what? Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, it comes around. It's almost like you can almost see it, right? Can you see it almost? It's getting there. All right, so I gotta take a quick break because I have to use the potty, to be quite honest. And I can have this done in probably about an hour. But he said, take your time with it. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more, and hopefully, we'll see how it goes. So hey, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow along with me, please go to my website, kimoverholt.com, or just come on over and keep on following me here at my Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio here. And click the like and give me some comments, excite me. What can I say? I'm already excited. So I hope you have a great day, and I will keep trying. Maybe I'll come back again and give you a little bit of a continuation of what's happening. Okay, see ya.